Chantel Christie's explanation about her friendship with Brittany Renner and Denise Garcia isn't adding up. She's trying hard to justify it, but it just feels like one big stretch. Saying that her bond with Denise is based on their husbands being teammates, that's not a friendship, that's a coincidence.
I've talked to all of the different castmates at different times and points. I haven't talked to anybody really since the fight aired, with the exception of Jennifer and Brittany and Denise.
They all reach out to you to check in on you?
Yeah. And what people don't understand about Brittany and Denise, and I just want to put this on wax, right? Because I know everybody has
the big three, girl.
They got their think pieces and things.
Brittany,
say,
I love you. Denise, I'm just getting to know you. But I'll love you eventually. But I love Brittany. I think Brittany's hilarious. But
Brittany is a really good
But that the big three, baby.
Here's what I want people to understand, right? Me, Brittany, and Denise formed real friendships and relationships outside of this show. While we were filming, we had so much in common. Like, my husband is playing for the Hornets. Brittany's child's father played for the Hornets. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about things in Charlotte. Denise, at the time, her daughter's uncle was my husband's teammate. You get what I'm saying? Like, we had a lot of similarities that are, out of everybody on this cast, we three can relate the most because we have a husband or a child's father or whatever that are actively in the league right now. We can relate to each other better than anybody else. And then you throw the fact that we're all around the same age, we have kids around the same age. There were so many similarities that you just could not ignore. So we're building these relationships outside of the show, just on some cool, like, this is not for TV, this is just keeping in communication. They checked on me consistently and vice versa. Like, there were so many instances where throughout the season, one or all three of us felt like, I just cannot go on. Like, I just can't do this. I'm about to just drop out. And we kept each other encouraged. We kept speaking life over each other. And so I get that people feel like, well, you just met her and you did a... Have you ever heard the saying, you could meet somebody, you could know somebody for 5 minutes that does you better than somebody you've known your whole life. Mm-hmm. So I get that people are saying we're trauma bonding. No, this is just somebody that relates.
I felt that way. I'm gonna tell you honestly how I felt. Again, this is me watching the show.
Yeah.
I did feel like Brittany and you were trauma bonding based on your mother experience. And I felt like Brittany was dumping so much of her pain onto you. Mm-hmm. And again, this is way before, obviously, we talked today and I get way more. So I regret saying that. Mm-hmm. But at the time, I also believe that it was trauma bonding because I just felt like that's between mother and daughter. Don't step into it. And look, even today, I do feel this way. I wasn't there. Mm-hmm. I'm not filming with you guys. I have no idea what's going on. I will always feel like at the end of the day, especially when it comes to mother-daughter dynamics, I just feel like it's so deeply rooted that I don't want nobody getting involved with that mess.
It sounds like she's clinging to surface-level connections and calling it something deeper. And when it comes to Brittany, the red flags are flying. Chantel loves to speak in circles, but what she's not addressing is the fact that Brittany had no problem disrespecting Jackie Christie multiple times. And Chantel just let it slide. That's wild. No matter how close I am to someone, the moment I see you down-talking my mother, the friendship ends right there. But Chantel looked more interested in keeping alliances than protecting her own blood. What's even worse is that when Brittany was getting dragged by Evelyn in the season finale, Chantel was mute, nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, Brittany was consistently defending Chantel every time Jackie's name came up. The loyalty wasn't mutual, and Chantel's silence spoke louder than anything she's trying to explain now. All this bonding talk just comes off as trauma bonding masked as friendship. It's chaotic, messy, and honestly hard to watch. Instead of bringing clarity, Chantel's interview just confirmed how disloyal and confused she really is. And Carlos King, this whole segment was a waste of time. It felt like filler content to rehash a season that should have stayed wrapped. Chantel didn't clear anything up. She just reminded everybody why her energy was so draining on the show.